Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, on this episode of Bullet Points, we are going to take a look at the DOJ new rules that they just dropped. Now, we already looked at the actual announcement, but what we're going to do right now is look at the why and look at an interesting pattern that is developing. Now, if you've been with me on this channel for about a year to a little more than a year, you'll probably see the same pattern emerging that occurred in early 2021 around the Democrats on the federal level. Let me know in the comments below if you guys do remember something like this, if it looks familiar to you as well, or if I am just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because there are some interesting things that I'm picking up on and I want to share with you. I personally cannot wait to get my writers over at the Second Press to dive into this, because we're going to start doing original introspective articles on why would they do this, who are the main players, and really diving into the why and delivering that content to you guys. Thank you so much if you are a subscriber to the Second Press. There is a free trial in the description box below, and I want to get you guys on that just so you can see the quality. We are putting out 10 writers worth of content. We're narrating every night, delivered to your inbox, and it's going to fuel the Second Amendment by putting more content out there so that we can spread it out and really make an impact. This is the beginning of a media empire. We are building something, crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, something really incredible, and I'd love for you to be a part. Like I said, 2-week free trial for $7.99 a month. If it's not worth it, get 2 weeks free and bounce out. But enough of that. I love to see you on there. Thank you so much for those of you guys who have subscribed. And let's get into this, because I think this is an interesting pattern. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a pattern that I saw in early 2021. And again, comments down below if you remember this. Okay, I'm going to lay it out. 1. In early 2021, the media companies were pressuring for gun control moves. Remember that? When the Biden administration was brand new and they hadn't screwed everything up yet? And the Politico, MSNBC, The Hill, they were all coming out and saying, we need gun control. Gun control is an issue. Hey, Biden, gun control would be great. Hint, hint. That's what they do. And one of the things that we notice on this channel is when they're all aligning and putting these media articles and hit pieces and hints out to the political class, they always respond on the left, because they're part of the same thing, right? Here's more evidence to that. Shortly after those articles came out, this is like February, March, we had H.R. 8 and 1446, the entire Democratic apparatus aligned behind Clyburn with the Charleston loophole. Remember all those things? Then the media jumped right in line. The media led the Democrats to the place. The Democrats basically sided and did what they wanted to, ceded, and then the media ran with it. That's exactly what happened. Quickly after that, they put out articles pressuring for executive action and asking Jen Psaki, when are we going to see executive orders? Are there executive orders on the branch? When are we going to see it? You guys can look back and see all this stuff. We covered it in depth, which is why we do in depth, because you can see patterns. Shortly after that, in April of 2021, we saw executive actions. Now, it's interesting because just about a week and a half ago, and this is where the pattern comes in, we saw articles from The Hill and some other Politico main left sources pressuring and saying, hey, gun control advocates are not happy with the Biden administration. They're just not. And they were actually kind of negative pieces, and we covered it. But now, would you look at that? The first day in the new legislative session, and Merrick Garland from the DOJ puts out a rule which seems to be a paper tiger and have no end outcome and is not defensible in court. Why would they do that? Why would they put their reputations on the line to get another rule from the ATF shut down before it even starts, similar to the receiver rule that they put in place? Why would they do that? It's the why. Check this out. So, the first thing that they're not going to be able to defend this law on is they are using a federal mandate to mandate what a private enterprise can hold in inventory, and this has to hold in inventory to sell something which is a guaranteed right in the United States. How are you going to defend that? No. They can sell Second Amendment. They can sell firearms. They just have to sell a safe. And since we're around this topic, they also have to have a big door. And they also have to make sure they have safety glasses on at all times when they're selling those, because it's really about saving lives. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope. You can't defend it. Wait, you're inhibiting their business? What about a business that can't afford the inventory for safes, but they can afford those few Glocks that they sell because they're a mom and pop shop? What about those? Are you discriminating against those shops but not the big shops? Do you see where it falls apart? It's really easy to pick apart. So why would they do it? They are placating to their left base. This is something to get the gun controllers back on their side with. Now, the last thing that I really want to hit on this is, where's the quantifiable evidence that this has any outcome at all for their stated goal? Their stated goal is to save lives and reduce gun violence. If that's the case, Can you cite anything where someone had the option to buy a gun or didn't have the option to buy a gun safe and there wouldn't have been a tragedy had the gun safe been provided? No, you can't. That's too many subjective opinions. The point is, this is a paper tiger. This is not even going to be able to survive court. But why would they do it? It's because they're garnering support, which comes from weakness. And that's what I wanted to hit on this morning. That's what I've got for you on the bullet points. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully I will see you on the second press where we're going to make an impact together. This is Braden, and I'll see you at the 9 p.m. segment tonight. Signing out.